Welcome to Today of All Days, episode 23.
There's a strong wind a-blowin'. Today is Thursday, June 15th, 2017. And on this glorious day, it's...
Dump the Pump Day! In 2016, about 143.37 billion gallons of finished motor gasoline were consumed in the United States, a daily average of 391.73 million gallons. That is a lot of gas.
This was the largest amount of annual motor gasoline consumption on record. Since 1995, however, public transit ridership is up 34%.
Now, public transportation is a $61 billion industry that employs nearly 400,000 people. And every $1 invested in public transportation generates approximately $4 in the economic returns. So every $1 billion invested in public transportation supports and creates more than 50,000 jobs.
Now, every $10 million in capital investment in public transportation yields $32 million in increased business sales. And residential property values performed 42% better on average if they were located near public transportation with high-frequency service. So far, by all accounts, it seems like a win-win-win to support public transportation and to start using public transportation.
Yeah, save some gas, save the earth, save some money.
And it'll save you time when congestion strikes.
Of course, because that HOV lane, does it really need to be there? Is it that worth it? It's not. Public transportation's overall effects save the United States 4.2 billion gallons of gasoline annually. And when gas was $4.11 a gallon, times that by 4.2 billion gallons, and see how much money you're actually saving.
Interestingly, households near public transit drive an average of 4,400 fewer miles than households with no access to public transit. This equates to an individual household reduction of 223 gallons per year.
Now, one person with a 20-mile round-trip commute who switches from driving to public transit can reduce his or her daily carbon emissions by 20 pounds, or more than 4,800 pounds in a year.
Talk about getting your emissions tested.
Yeah, the thin it on down, leaning them up. America, the biggest loser.
And that brings us to...
Today in History. In 1844, Charles Goodyear patents the vulcanization of rubber. Now, for those of you that don't know, vulcanization is a chemical process for converting natural rubber or related polymers into more durable materials by the addition of sulfur or other equivalent curatives or accelerators. So, in essence, it just takes rubber and it just makes it a lot stronger. Now, when you hear the name Goodyear, yes, we are talking about that Goodyear. The same one that has a massive amount of a monopoly on the tire market, along with Michelin and Dunlop.
The earliest tires were bands of leather, then iron, placed on wooden wheels.
Yeah, and those were used on like carts or wagons way back when you would have horse-drawn carriages and Cinderella was still real.
The Japanese samurai swords, they used two different types of steel, a soft steel and then a hard steel. It's not prone to breaking as easily as European swords might. Seems like they might have had the same concept with these wheels. Maybe they absorb the impact.
By having like wood on the inside and then having a harder exterior with the steel and then having a little buffer with the leather.
Yeah.
That would make sense. Now, today, over 1 billion tires are produced annually. And I know, but I still have a tire that needs to be changed. So, make that 1 billion and one.
Moving forward, we're gonna blow on over to Global Wind Day!
And we're not talking about the day after you eat a nice big bowl of chili.
100 countries have now started using wind power to create electricity.
Now, some of those countries do outshine the others.
And we'll go over that in our
Top 3 countries producing the most installed wind power capacity. Coming in number 3, we have the United States with 82,183 megawatts of installed wind power capacity. We're doing pretty good.
That's not
We're
bad.
doing all right. We might have pulled out of the Paris climate deal. However, we're in 3rd. We still consume the most gasoline, but hey, we're in 3rd. Coming in number 2, we have the European Union with 153,730 megawatts of installed wind power capacity. And that's nothing when you compare it to the number 1 spot, which rightfully belongs to China with 168,690 megawatts.
Wow, China is just blazing ahead when it comes to energy production and environmental savings.
And especially in 2015, the People's Republic of China blew away the competition, no pun intended, by installing more new wind power capacity in 2015 than the whole of the European Union.
Wow, we hope to be more like you guys and take an initiative and run with it.
Looks like we need to pay Elon Musk a little bit more. Give him a little bit more land. Throw some solar panels in it. Throw up some windmills. Turn this place into Holland.
Hey, if anything, for the publicity, to say that the U.S. is doing stuff behind the scenes.
Because we always are, aren't we?
And now, before we leave you for today, we just want to say, if you've been thinking about trying out the public transportation, go ahead and give it a shot today.
And if you have any interesting stories from riding public transportation, please let us know what those stories are in the comment section below.
And with that, we hope you guys have a fantastic day and that you celebrate the global wind energy by maybe flying a kite on this day.
Today of all days.
Today of all days.
And we will see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.